Welcome to the Newark Regional Business Partnerships Engage in Exchange podcast. Join us for business insights and meaningful conversations with NRBP's member organizations. Thank you to our podcast host sponsor, the Martin Tuchman School of Management at NJIT. Additional support for NRBP's Engage in Exchange podcast is provided by PSEG, New Jersey Urban News, Main Street Advisory, LLC. Hello, I'm Ferlanda Fox-Nixon, President and CEO of the Newark Regional Business Partnership. We are the premier Chamber of Commerce for the Greater Newark region. Our guest today is Andrea Harvey, owner of Dre's Beauty Supply. Welcome. Hi, Andrea. Thank you for joining us today. We'd like to start out by finding out a little bit about you. So please tell us.
Thank you for having me, Miranda. My name is Andrea, and I primarily go by Dre as well. And I have an interesting history, let's say a past of careers. I started off with it teaching English in China for a couple of years. I got into nonprofits when I'm back in the Bronx with eviction prevention. And then I got into the tech space with program management for government contracts in the DC area. And that was my last full-time job. And I quit last year. And now I'm focusing 100% on building my business that is Dre's Beauty Supply.
Okay. Yes. So where are you from originally?
Yes, I'm originally from Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
And I've been in the U.S. 24 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Mm-hmm. And then when you came to the States, where did you grow? Where did you live?
Yes, Newark, actually.
Oh.
So Newark has been home base. Every time I leave, and I end up coming back. So I'm back now, and I feel like I'm here to stay for quite some time now.
Oh, very good. Now let's talk about your business. So what prompted you to start your beauty supply business?
So I feel like it started in China, right? Like I used to have long, beautiful locks like yours. And then I cut it off while I was there because I got gray hair, and that was like quarter-life crisis. And I was like, okay, so what am I going to do with my hair now? And I really didn't know what to do, but just like experimenting a bit, less pressure over there because, but just being black there, people just didn't have expectations for your hair. They're just like, oh, you're just different. What's happening? And then when I came back, I was like, okay, what am I doing? My hair is growing. I don't know what to do. And so I really wanted to grow it out and just figure out what to do and how to present myself in a way that's true to me. And so I was in Virginia at this time living, and I went to a beauty supply store. I was like, I just don't know what I'm doing. And there was YouTube University, and I was trying some of the different hairstyles, people with similar hair patterns to me, but it just wasn't turning out the same way. So I was like, okay, I really would prefer this in-person community where I can talk to other people, other women, other men who are experimenting with their hair, and just like getting guidance from them and trying different things from them, and just like having that sense of community. Between that and also like most of the beauty supply stores were Black owned, I didn't love that and those experiences I was having. So I was like, you know what, I would love to create a space where I can make a difference and be the change that I want to see in this space. So those are my two main reasons.
So what kind of education have you gone through to feel confident in opening this type of business?
That's a pretty good question. I feel it's been a combination of some of my experiences in my professional setting, whether it's the organizational skills that I had at the time on lots of planning. I'm really great at planning and identifying risks and issues that might come up and like thinking about solutions for them before they even happen. That was a lot of my project management position that I had in my last job. So I feel like that really sets me up for success. Additionally, I have taken, over 4 business courses that are locally provided. And I feel like all of those additional cohorts really helped to make me understand what I'm getting into, right? Like I already committed to doing it a couple of years ago in 2018, honestly. And now I'm like, now is the right time to really get into it. And I just know that there's so much to learn. And obviously I will continue to learn as I'm doing it, as it's happening. But those business courses that I've taken with Invest Newark, Rising Tide Capital, Profeta Entrepreneurship Workshop through NJIT, and Montclair State's their Ignite program, entrepreneurship program, like all of these different programs have really helped me to be more confident in this journey.
Okay, very good. So what are some challenges that you've been facing?
Yes. It's been, I think I really started the journey about 2 years ago. And some challenges I've been facing, I would say the location has been a challenge because I really wanted to be in Newark, full circle moment for that. Um, that has taken some time, but I have found a spot. Oh, wait, congratulations. Thank you, thank you. Definitely learning about access to capital, right? I knew that this is going to cost some money and you have to invest in yourself, but the numbers are proving to be higher than initially thought. And so that's like, a challenge. But I'm really just putting myself out there, trying to meet the right people, the right resources to make this a great journey in the end. Or yes.
So how are you securing your suppliers, or is it too early for you to get that lineup together?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I am working with a consulting firm, and they have connected me directly with the suppliers. And so as soon as I have my commercial space, they will start to send the products to my store with my having my own accounts. Right, that's definitely a challenge that most folks face when opening up your supply store. Generally, you have to be in business for at least 2 years, showing that you're selling the products to even get accounts with these distributors. But how can you sell if you don't have the products? So that was one of the main things that I was like, I'm only doing this if I have access to the products from the start. So I went out, I obviously invested in myself, paying them consulting fees, and that has been something that has allowed me to go into this confident as well, that I have those accounts.
Now, are you at liberty to say where you're located in Newark?
Not yet.
Okay.
But most likely downtown, but not yet.
Very good, very good.
Mm-hmm.
So what have been some success stories for you, even though you're still pretty much in your startup phase? What are you very proud of right now?
Okay. Very proud of. Okay. I feel that taking the risk of quitting my full-time job last year to focus on this 100%, that was a big risk that I've never taken. My mom was like, what are you doing? My dad was like, do it. I'm like, okay, if dad says do it, I'm going to do it. Somebody's supporting this, so this is great. I would say I've gotten better at networking. That was a challenge for me because I'm definitely introverted, and I do better in smaller circles, not big events. And so even last year, May, when I first really started to come out and come to these different events, I would only go with my sister because I'm like, hey, Jam, are you coming with me? I can't do this for myself. I was so nervous, I feel like my anxiety was just like high. And I was like, I want to get better at this. And so honestly, over time, like a couple months later, she couldn't go because her schedule changed. And I was like, well, I have to keep going to these events. I can't rely on her. So just now I feel comfortable coming out to different events by myself. Now I know people, I see people that I know, and I'm like, okay, I feel comfortable approaching new people. So I feel like that's been a success for me, like getting over my social anxiety around networking, around meeting new people, not thinking about what people are going to think about me because I don't know, complex person with different experiences that people might not understand. I don't necessarily fit into one box. And so I sometimes worry about that. And I'm like, I can't worry about that. I just have to just show up as myself. If they accept me, accept me. If they don't, they don't. But I would say definitely becoming more comfortable and going out by myself, honestly. Like, it's quite simple, but it was definitely a challenge for me.
So many people say they want to give back to Newark. They just feel obligated to do something meaningful in the city, for the city. If you feel that way, like, what is it that you think you might do?
Yeah, my history with Newark has been interesting in that I went through the Wright Foundation as a Wright Foundation scholar. So I got to go to boarding school in Connecticut, predominantly white school. While I was there, I just felt like I had to defend Newark because they were really like, not saying nice things about Newark. And I'm like, no, Newark is not that bad. Like, it's fine, guys. It's okay. Like, I live there. It's okay, And I was also a recent immigrant at the time. So just like, trying to figure out what to do here. And then I went to University of Richmond for college. So I'm like kind of staying away, but coming back, going and coming. And then I was like, at first I thought I had to leave Newark to really make my way, to build a life that I wanted to live. Okay. But now over the years, I've met so many local Newarkers and like I've seen how much people are trying, and Newark has changed a lot in the last 25 years, right? And so at this point, since going to the right foundation has allowed me to basically travel the world.
Let's talk about your marketing plan and another component of your business plan, how you plan to staff.
Okay, yes. So marketing is extremely important, and it's definitely a part of my business that I have invested funds in already. I've connected with a marketing firm called Marca Marketing, and we have really established the brand identity, working on brand awareness. We've done some branding shoots and just created some content, like evergreen content, to continue to post. So at this point, I am working on continuing to build my brand awareness by going to pop-up events and also building up my email list, just reaching out to folks and additional folks, going to different events, getting my business out there to really connect with folks. Yes.
Okay. And staffing?
For staffing, I think I'm going to do a combination of different things, like tapping into some local resources. There is the workforce development, their on-the-job training program. So I'm really looking forward to that. I've started communicating with them already. And I'm definitely open to, whether it's like having interns or tapping into the local university, some students here that might be looking for some part-time employment with us.
Oh, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
And then we always like to find out from our members why you chose to join NRBP.
Yes. NRBP to me seems to be a great networking not like organization in a sense, right? Where folks are really open to helping you, willing to connect, seeing how we can work together, willing to support you in different ways that they can. And I'm really excited for the Women's Council as well, where I can definitely connect with other women who, are at different stages in their entrepreneurial journey, and we can learn from each other and continue to help each other. So it's been a very welcoming environment, and I'm very thankful to be a part of it.
And we're happy to have you. And again, thank you for joining us here today. We learned a lot about you and your business, and we wish you continued success.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. As always, I would like to leave you with a quote. President Abraham Lincoln is attributed with saying, "I am a slow walker, but I never walk back." Thanks again for listening. Thank you for listening to NRBP's Engage in Exchange podcast. Tune in next time for more NRBP member organization insights. For more information about our organization, visit www.newarkrbp.org. Thank you again to our podcast host sponsor, the Martin Tuchman School of Management at NJIT. Additional support for NRBP's Engage in Exchange podcast is provided by PSEG, New Jersey Urban News, Main Street Advisory, LLC.